Hello, welcome to News Review from BBC Learning English. I'm Neil, joining me is Catherine. Hi Catherine.
Hello Neil and hello everybody. Today's news. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, one of the world's most famous couples, have announced they are going to divorce.
Do not forget, if you want to test yourself on the vocabulary that you hear today, there is a quiz on our website at bbclearningenglish.com. Now let's hear some more about this story from a BBC News report.
They've been having problems for the last several years out of their 7-year marriage. So no, this does not come as a big surprise to people who've been following them, but it's big news.
So Kanye West and Kim Kardashian have been married for 7 years. They have 4 children. They are now going to divorce. If you are a follower of the Kardashian story, you will know the marriage has allegedly been in trouble for some time. It's now official. They are getting divorced.
Some really interesting vocabulary in the headlines around this story. What have you picked out?
We have files for something, call it quits, and rants.
Files for something, call it quits, and rants. Okay, let's have a look at your first headline, please.
So here we go. We're starting with Sky News. The headline is: Kim Kardashian files for divorce from Kanye West after nearly 7 years of marriage.
Files for something, makes a legal request for something.
Yes, files for something. Files, F-I-L-E-S, for F-O-R, and then something.
Now, people probably recognise at least one word here, and that is probably files. File.
Yes.
A file is a kind of holder for a group of documents.
Yes, it is. Yes, if you've got several pieces of paper, several documents, and you want to keep them all together, then you put them in a file. It's usually made of plastic or cardboard. It's a kind of pocket or a wallet that is paper size of a piece of paper. You keep them all together. Now, if you are going to a court to ask the court to do something for you, you will take all your documents in that file and you will give the file to the court. In other words, we can take this word file and make it into a verb. When you give your documents to the court in that file, you are filing for whatever it is you want the court to do. So you can file for divorce. It means give the documents to the court and ask them to give you a divorce.
So you can file for divorce, you can file for custody. Anything else?
You can file for bankruptcy. Yes, if you've got no money left, you can go to the courts and say, stop everybody chasing me for money, and you tell them you've got no money, you file for bankruptcy.
Okay, so it's about making legal requests. It's very formal. This is not for everyday English. This is not about, I wouldn't file for a delivery from the supermarket.
No, it is a court proceedings piece of language, but newspapers like it. It's nice and short. It's very much to the point, and it's easily understood. But yeah, it refers to formal legal proceedings.
Right then, let's get a summary of that. If you'd like to see another story about Kanye West, we have the perfect one for you, don't we, Catherine?
We do. We have a story of when Kanye West announced he was going to run for the 2020 presidency of the United States of America. All you have to do to watch that programme is click the link below.
Indeed. Now let's have a look at our second headline.
Yes, we're in the USA now with USA Today. The headline: Kim Kardashian and Kanye West call it quits after tumultuous 2020.
Call it quits. Stop an activity.
Yes, 3 words this time. Call, C-A-L-L, it, I-T, and quits, Q-U-I-T-S. Call it quits.
Yeah, now there's a clue about the meaning of this expression in the word quits, isn't there?
There is. If you quit something, you stop something. If you call something quits, you decide or agree to stop something, to stop doing something. And in this case, they have decided, or they're in the process of deciding, to stop their marriage.
Yeah, and this is a set expression, isn't it? We don't break it up. It's call it quits.
Yes,
with that S at the end.
Yes, it's a fixed expression. Call it quits, and it has to have that S on the end. It's not call it quit, it's call it quits. Don't forget the S.
Yeah, and it's informal in this
Very,
occasion.
very informal, yeah. Yes, they won't be filing, this won't appear in the court documents. We have decided to call it quits. They'll say, we request a divorce be granted, yeah.
Yeah. And also, you wouldn't hear the judges or the lawyers in the courtroom using that language, even if it is like that in the newspapers.
No. And it's not just about divorce. You can call anything quits. Anything you decide to stop doing, you can say, I'm not doing that anymore. I've called it quits.
That's right. Looking around at some of the headlines where this expression has been used, you often hear it about sports people deciding to retire.
Yeah, yes. And you can use it every day in your everyday life, Neil. I remember your English for Cats project that you worked on for several years. But we're not doing it anymore. Yeah.
English for Cats was, something I really wanted to do for years. I put out one episode. Everybody hated it. And so I've decided to call it quits on that project.
Unsurprisingly, we were all quite relieved when he decided to call it quits on English for Cats, because it really wasn't going anywhere.
Well, English for Dogs is coming, I'm telling you.
Please.
Let's get a summary. If you would like to see another story about stopping things, we have one about eating red meat and its potential benefits. Where can they find it, Catherine?
Potential benefits or not the potential benefits of eating meat, decide for yourself by watching the programme. Just click the link below and you'll go straight there.
Okay, let's have our next headline.
In the UK now, with The Sun, the headline, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West to split $2 billion fortune evenly unless he goes on Twitter rants.
Yeah, so that's the speculation about the divorce from the Sun there. We don't know if that's going to happen or not, but that's what they're speculating about. That word rants. Rants means angry, often loud complaints.
Yes, R-A-N-T-S. It's a plural noun. The singular noun is rant, R-A-N-T, and it can also be a verb, to rant. Now, you're right, Neil. When you rant about something, you complain angrily, probably noisy, and at length. A rant is never short. A rant is always long. It's a long, angry complaint, often repetitive, often quite boring, I have to say. When people rant, they just go on and on and on about something that they're not happy about.
Yeah, and often it's not the person speaking to the person who has upset them or annoyed them. It's telling that story to someone else.
Yes, like you, Neil, have been telling us about your internet provider for quite a long time now.
My internet service provider was not reaching my standards.
We know. we know.
I told everyone in the world who would listen to me about
More
this.
than once.
Quite
a long time, yes.
Quite a long time.
Yeah.
Eventually I decided to tell my internet service provider.
Yes. Did you rant at them?
They ranted at me.
Really? Did you go on a rant, Neil? Another way you can say it, you can go on a rant, you can have a rant, or you can be on a rant. And it means when you're talking angrily about something that bothers you quite repetitively.
Yes, I did. All of those things. And the activity is ranting.
Ranting and raving as well. We can say ranting, we can say ranting and raving to say that you're being angry, all that ranty stuff. Ranty is the adjective. You can even be a ranter if you like to rant. You can be a ranter, and you can also rant not just verbally by speaking, you can rant by writing. So you can see Twitter rants when people complain a lot about something on Twitter, or you can write an email rant and you can send an email rant to somebody, which I'm sure you have done to your internet service provider. Neil, did they get an email rant from you as well?
If only I'd been able to email them. I had to call them, which was
They rant over the phone instead.
even more unpleasant.
Lucky them.
Okay, let's have a summary. Time now for a recap of the vocabulary, please, Catherine.
Yes, we had files for something, makes a legal request for something, call it quits, stop an activity, and we had rants, angry, often loud complaints.
If you'd like to test yourself on the vocabulary, there's a quiz on our website, bbclearningenglish.com. And don't forget, you can find us all over social media. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye.
Goodbye.